Hi guys. I might even be like 30 seconds early right now. I'm gonna wait a few seconds to see if people hop on. But if you know me, you know I'm never early for anything. So here I am. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. Hey Whitney, hey Taylor, hey Joanna, hi Amanda. Okay, I'm gonna wait another few seconds and then I'm gonna get right to it. You guys, well for one, hi Whitney, I have not taught a class or did a webinar for Team Jacob for a long time. So I'm a little nervous and I don't know why, because I shouldn't be nervous now. I should be seasoned enough to not be nervous, but for some reason, I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. I taught this class to my own team a couple weeks ago, and it was really long. I'm just gonna warn you now, it was long and a little drawn out. I went over it and hopefully summarized it a little bit shorter, but you have been warned. I'm gonna get started by telling you, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name's Melanie Astill, and I'm on Team Jacob, just like all of you. Hi Leah, hi Sharon, hi Annette, hi Nikki. So I'm on Team Jacob, just like all of you. If you're new, welcome, welcome. You picked an amazing team and you are going to absolutely love this ride you're about to get on. So if you're not new, but you just feel like you haven't found your stride with mascara, that is kind of hopefully what I'm here for, to give you some little nuggets of information. I have been an artist almost since the beginning, almost since the launch of the artist program. I hit my 2-year mark a week or so ago. So I'm one of the veterans that have been here since the beginning. And I just want to start off by saying that this is the gospel of mascara according to Melanie, right? So you're not gonna maybe agree or run with everything I say, but I just hope that tonight you guys get a few nuggets of information or inspiration to apply to your career, to your life, to your business with mascara, and that you take something from it. But I don't want to offend anyone or make anyone feel bad for the way that they are running their business or plan to run their business, because this is just kind of what has worked for me and what I have seen work for a lot of the other seasoned artists that have been here from the beginning and that have made this business a big success for them. So let's get started. This is tonight, like my objective for one, I've taken a lot of notes, so hopefully I don't miss anything, and hopefully that'll keep me a little bit on task and on time. I'm not going to hopefully answer questions until maybe I'll do a little Q&A at the end, but I don't want it to last too long. But you guys know me, so I apologize ahead of time. Okay, so this is for new artists, especially if you've just recently signed up in the last couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of days, you don't even have your kit yet, or those of you that just, like I said, feel like you haven't quite found your stride in mascara. It hasn't been maybe as successful or taken off as much as you would hope that it would or thought it would when you first signed up, or you've been nervous to even do anything with it yet, and you've been an artist for months or a year even. This is for you, and hopefully everybody gets something out of it. So I hope that you guys all leave feeling more confident and more comfortable in and like with more of a vision of what you see for your business with mascara. And when I say that you'll just hopefully get some nuggets of information, and that's because we all define success differently, right? What you see as success, you know, in a year, 5 years, 10 years for you is different than what I envision for myself. And we're all on different journeys and paths, so just take it for what it's worth. Okay, my main objective too is just to help you guys avoid the mistakes that that I definitely made in my first 6 months, my first year of being an artist, because I made a lot of them. And I just want to say that when we first signed up 2 years ago, we didn't have an upline. We didn't have a like color matching guides or training videos. So I feel like it's such a great time for you guys to be artists, because hopefully we made all those mistakes. All the like veterans, trailblazers made the mistakes, have kind of hopefully figured it out as we've gone along, and hopefully you guys, that's all I'm here for, is to hopefully help you not make the same mistakes that I made early on as a mascara artist. Because even the top 5, 10, 20 people, 30 people 2 years ago signed up, or just signed up a few months ago, we've all like made mistakes and made errors. And I wrote down that this always like rings really true to me, that the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting like different results, right? So I feel like I kind of did that. I was kind of on the hamster wheel when I was first started, and I kind of did the same things over and over, and I didn't really get like hit the ground running and find as much success as I wanted to, or I thought I would early on. And I feel like a lot of the higher ups, the top people in the company, I want to look at the mistakes that other people have made in other businesses and try not to make the same mistake again. So here we go. So that's why I say, if you're doing any of these things, even if you've been an artist as long as I have, and you're doing these things, and they might even be working for you, even though they didn't work for me, or if you're new and you're doing these things that I'm going to talk about, please don't get offended. I just hope that you can kind of maybe see things from a different perspective, and maybe think, yeah, she's right. That really isn't working for me, so maybe I should just tweak whatever it is, my social media or my approach or whatever, just a little different, and get some hopefully better results. Okay, so I wrote down the top 6 things that I feel like every artist that is brand new, or that just hasn't found success quite yet, that they should be doing. And I'm gonna go over the top 6 things, okay? So number 1 is, you guys, I could take pictures of my notes and post it, or if you guys are taking notes, that is great too. But the number 1 thing is immerse yourself in education and training. So you're all on Team Jacob, and it is truly the best team to be on. We have such awesome training tools, and I won't, delve into that too much, but I will say the things that you want to focus on, because Facebook gets overwhelming. There's so many different color matching and trainings and mascara school and 12 days, and I get that it's overwhelming. But the things that if you're new and you're not sure where do I go from here, the things that you guys should be immersing yourself in, education-wise, training-wise, is Team Jacob. The Mascara Artist Group is very informative and helpful, but it can also be overwhelming and detrimental. So with the mascara page, the corporate page, the Mascara Artist Group, my advice to you on that is to not ask questions a whole lot. My advice to you is to use the search bar at the top of the page and type in your topic, and you'll have hundreds and hundreds of the same question being asked over and over again, and you will find the answer that you're looking for without having to ask it a million times. So it can be really helpful, but there's a lot of misunderstandings and other opinions, and just like on that page. So just use it to your own discretion and utilize the search bar on that. So the mascara school that Team Jacob just barely launched a couple of months ago is awesome. It's just mascaraschool.com. You want to register on there and get going. That is a gold mine of information that is so crucial for, like, education is power. So that's like where I'm at. First of all, it is your job as a new artist to immerse yourself in education of any kind, of all the different subjects that you need help on: back office, parties, color matching, one-on-one makeovers. There is a answer to every question that you have. You just have to find it. Okay, so what I want to say about really quickly, as far as immersing yourself in education and finding is like the back office. My advice to you for that is to just do it. Because like I said, 2 years ago, no one knew what they were doing. None of us had any direction or upline or training. So you know what I did? I just got onto the back office and I just tried. I just I don't know how to set up a party. There's no one I can go to ask, so I'm just gonna do it. So that's like my advice to you. If you don't know how to set up a party or redeem host rewards or place an order or create an account for a customer, just practice. You're not gonna mess anything up. You can go create a party, make sure you know how to do it. It's very self-explanatory, very easy, and then delete the party if it's not a party that you really want. But taking the time to explore the back office, I promise you can learn everything. So it's just set up to be like foolproof. It's so easy to figure out how to do. So I'm just gonna say really quick, I'm not gonna go into details as to why, but I do recommend to close your parties right around $1,000. And that's just where I feel like you're maxing out at your rewards as far as how much you're getting back in host rewards and how much 50% off items are. I just feel like it's most beneficial to close them out at $1,000 and then open a new one. You can ask me questions later on that or ask your upline questions on that. The other thing I feel like I wish I would have known that I didn't know when I first started was there's no benefit to ordering product with your artist discount. I never, ever order product with my artist discount. And why that is because we make the 20% off that we get as artists, we also make at least that much in commission. So the only benefit to ordering product at a discount with your artist discount is that you're getting the discount off right now. It's instant satisfaction, but by the time Friday rolls around, you're gonna make that back anyway. So you need to always have a party open under your own name, and you need to always pay full price for anything for your own personal use or anything for your kit, because you are going to make at least 20% back, and you're also gaining host rewards. So free product at a discount. There is absolutely no benefit to ordering at full price. Because like I said, you can make up to 40%. So not only am I getting host rewards, but I'm also have the potential to make 25, 30, 35, or 40% off if I pay full price today. Hopefully that makes sense. See, exactly, like so many people are like, I didn't even know that. And that was me like a few months in. I was like, crap, like why have I been using my artist discount? Like so don't use your artist discount. It's awesome, but it's way more awesome to get that money back on Friday and get host rewards and a higher percentage off of it anyway. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so the next thing, so we're on number 3 for things that I think every new artist should know. Number 3 is color matching. I'm not going into color matching tonight or ever, because I really feel strongly about this subject too, that color matching is yes, Stacy, always pay full price for everything for your personal use or for your kit, so that you can potentially make more on that and you'll earn host rewards on it. Okay, so color matching, I feel like there's no more needed training on color matching. We have, I know this is the most scary subject as a new artist, but it's also the one subject that you have to teach yourself. Okay, so that's scary and that's intimidating and that's overwhelming, but we've provided you guys with there's so many training videos that go over like the science of color matching, you know, fair tones, medium tones, freckled tones, redness, no redness, you know, rosacea, mature skin, young skin, all of those things. It's all available to you through mascaraschool.com. All those videos are available to you. We have graphics where we break down blue undertones and green undertones in the skin. So if another training video on color matching never happens ever in this company, I would be totally fine with it because we already have it available to us. So my thing for color matching for you is the only way you're going to learn color matching, you can study those graphics, you can watch those videos, but you can only learn color matching by putting this makeup on people. I have a lot of artists sign up under me and their only intention is to color match people over pictures. Like, oh, they didn't think they had to put makeup on anybody. Well, newsflash, sister, you do. And every single one of the top people in this company, yeah, maybe their business has evolved into being online sales, you know, mostly, but I can guarantee you every single one of us did that legwork, did that dirty work early on, and we slaved away at in-person makeovers, in-person parties, one-on-ones. We signed up every single person that would sit in our chair, every family, friend, neighbor, referral, everybody that would let us. We were putting makeup on every single face we could get our hands on. And you cannot be successful in this industry if you are not willing to get your hands dirty. Like, mascara gospel, according to Melanie, you cannot be successful in this business if you are not willing to get your hands on this makeup and on this product and on as many faces as you possibly can. Yeah, I don't do as many parties and individual makeovers as I did 2 years ago when I first started, but you bet your butt that's all I did for the first year of my career in mascara. I really, really did. So what I wrote down was, you are your own Bible to color matching. It cannot be taught. It literally, yes, we can help you with the mistakes we've made, what we've found with all those different things, but it cannot be taught. It can only be learned. That's truly how I feel about color matching. And people that say, I'm just not good at color matching, I say, when's the last time you put this makeup on faces? When is the last time you put it on 3 or 4 or 5 faces? And if they say, I don't know, it's like been a while. I mean, I've put it on like my mom or my sister, but I only know how to do my own makeup. Well, now's a good time to learn. So get your hands dirty, be vulnerable. You're not coming off as a makeup professional or as a all-knowing, you don't have to be nervous. You say exactly how you feel to all of those people. You say, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to learn this. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't want to sell you anything, but please let me use your face and borrow your face and learn my trade. And I guarantee you, I had people lining up at my door, and I'll get into that in a second, but color matching cannot be taught. It can only be learned. Okay, so here we go. On to our next topic. So this is like for new artists or for people that haven't really hit the ground running. Before your kit comes, so this is the part I'm going to get into. Before your kit comes, my suggestion to you is to spread the word, to open your mouth, to talk. So what I did before I even signed up as an artist is I told everybody that I was thinking about becoming a mascara makeup artist. I kind of was like getting the feelers out there. I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? Should I do it? Would you? And I started off by putting it out there that I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done other people's makeup in my life. But if I decide to do this, will you let me practice on you? And I promise you, if you put it out there, like, I just started a new business, I'm selling makeup, and will you please come to my house and be my first guinea pig? Come over, see if you put it out there at all, like there's anything in their court, the ball is in their court, and they have to decide if they like this, if they don't, if you're good at it or if you're not, if the color's right or if it's not. They're gonna be hesitant. They're gonna be like, you know, that feels uncomfortable. No, not really my thing. But I promise you, if you put it in their hands, like, do me this favor, help me learn, and you put their own color on them 5 times, you will have, no one's gonna tell you no. I promise you, no one is going to tell you no, unless your only objective is to sell a product, to make money, and to gain them as like a customer. That cannot be your objective, especially not in the beginning of your career. So I ordered my kit, and I had like my whole neighborhood. I said, you know, will you be my guinea pigs? Will you come and let me? And they were all like, sure. Like, I don't even wear makeup, but you can like borrow my face, I guess, you know? So I had probably a lot, like 12, maybe 15 women that were already signed up, letting me borrow their face. And then that was before I had even like signed up. I signed up, ordered my kit, and I swear to you, my kit came on Friday. I've never done another soul's makeup in my life, and my party was scheduled for Saturday. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend starting off doing individual faces at first, and not just throwing yourself in the lion's den and trying to do 12 of them at once. But my upline came to my first party. We had 12 or 15 women. We were both very, very new, not really knowing the colors very well, not knowing what we were doing. But we put this makeup on 12 to 15 women, and I put the wrong color on each of them probably the first 3 times until I got it right. Every single one of them bought that day. Every single one of them are still buying this makeup from me, but it's solely because I was vulnerable, because I said I didn't know what I was doing, because I asked them to do me a favor, and they did it. And then the sell part, the customer part, seriously comes after the fact. So that's my biggest recommendation, is to spread the word and find guinea pigs and be vulnerable to get people lined up at your door, referring people, well, yeah, I love it, and I have a friend with really rosacea skin or fair skin or dark skin. I have my sons, and they will be referring people to you like crazy. There is no way anyone will ever run out of faces to put this makeup on. If you think you don't have any more faces and you've put it on everyone you know, ask those people. Every single one of them will give you 5 to 10 more referrals. Like, your audience is seriously, whatever it's called, just like not ending. It's endless. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so my next thing for a new artist is you have to like do a live unboxing. You just got your kit. If you don't have to do that, but I really recommend not to post a mascara graphic that shows like whatever, shows the mascara logo or the mascara picture of the makeup, and say, hey everybody, I just joined mascara, I'm so excited, it's a makeup that I love, who's interested? You know, want. You're not going to have very much interest. But if you go online, or if you do it at your home with just like your closest friends and family, and you do your unboxing in front of them, show them, you discover it like all together as a group, you show them how beautiful the packaging is, how the makeup works, they're going to be like, wow, that's awesome, all your makeup in one palette. Or if you do your makeup in front of an audience, again, whether it's in person or online, if you do, and that's your introduction to the world, to introduce them to mascara, I promise you it's going to make all the difference in the world. Take you way further than if you post a graphic or someone else's before and after, saying, look how great this makeup is, does anyone want to come over on Saturday for a makeover? They're skimming through that. They didn't even hear you. So really, you have to make a personal connection with your audience, whether that's, like I said, in person or online. So a live unboxing or doing your own highlight and contour in front of your audience is really a big tip. Okay. Okay, I already talked about makeovers. Okay, so if you're scared of social media and doing lives and doing videos, you need to practice. So you need to video yourself, record yourself over and over again until you feel comfortable, or get a little audience together of your closest friends and family and do it for them. I'm serious. Like, if you feel uncomfortable on camera, although I feel way more comfortable on camera talking to my phone than I would like doing this class for you guys in person, I would be dying. But practice, whatever practice means for you. If you just need to be in a room by yourself, videoing yourself and watching it and critiquing yourself. But I promise you, people like authenticity and vulnerability. So I just jumped right in. I didn't practice. I watched my videos, you guys, from 2 years ago to now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm telling my husband, Matt, like, look at me. I'm such a dork. Like, my voice is like, you can tell I'm scared to death. But now, like, I really like look at my phone, which sounds so dumb, but I really like know that I'm talking to actual people and I'm talking to you guys like you're in front of me. I'm just less nervous. So I wouldn't have gotten very far by practicing, like re-recording myself, because I would have been too critical and I probably never would have went live. My best advice for going live is to just do it. And be yourself and make mistakes and laugh at yourself and talk to your audience. Say, you know, hey Sharon, how are you doing? Like, connection. I promise you, connection is the biggest tip I have for success, for sure. Just do it. Yes, that's so true. Just do it. Just jump right in. Okay, this next one is a big one, and I might have a lot of questions about it, but again, take my social media advice for what it is. You guys don't have to do exactly what I'm saying, or else you're gonna fail at this. I definitely don't think that. This is just what I've seen works for me, and like I said, what I've hopefully learned from other people, learned from their mistakes, or I've made mistakes that they haven't made, and you know, so this is my next tip is plan and design your social media. And social media, you guys, is a gold mine. I know you all already know that. We are in the business of network marketing. We are in a world of buying things online. I mean, for heaven's sakes, like Walmart is legit gonna not have anyone there. It's gonna be ran by robots soon. I'm not even kidding you. What is the last 10 things that you bought? Probably 8 of them were online, right? So social media is a gold mine. If you came into this business thinking I will never go online, my sales are going to just be in person, that's great. Like I said, we all define success. However, you know, whatever you see for yourself that's totally awesome, and that's totally everybody's different. But I just limiting yourself in any way. So whether you say I'm absolutely not doing social media, or I am scared to death to do any makeovers in person because I've never put makeup on anyone, you're limiting yourself. You're your own limits. You're putting a cap on your potential success in any aspect of this business and of your life. If you say I cannot, I will not, I'm afraid, whatever. Social media is a gold mine. I won't go over the statistics of social media, but social media for me equals no saturation. Like, the word saturation to me now, 2 years later, is just funny. Like, when people really care that much, how many artists are in my area, how many artists are in Utah, because Utah is where this company started. It kind of really is a little bit laughable to me, and I don't get offended when I say that, but honestly, social media is a gold mine, and I do not care if every girl in my neighborhood, my best friend, my mom, my sister, and my aunt all sell mascara. It means nothing to me. It does not, I'm not, like other artists, no matter how many there are not my competition. They're not your competition. It doesn't matter. Saturation doesn't exist because social media is what it is. Because right now people buy the biggest majority of their clothes, hair products, makeup, food, everything online, that saturation literally doesn't exist. Like, yeah, it's fun to be able to tell artists, potential artists, there's only 2 artists in your area, you know, you could do amazing things with this, or there's 1,000 artists in your area, you better not. No, that doesn't exist if you're utilizing social media. Like I said, your audience is endless because of social media. Okay, so my social media tips, you guys see I get off on tangents, but my social media tips, you guys ready for this, and these are the things, these are like the things I wish I would have known when I first started this business and when I first started my mascara social media, okay? Do not lead with mascara. And when I say that, I mean your name shouldn't be Melanie's Mascara. Like that shouldn't be your Instagram handle or your Facebook group. Melanie's Mascara, Mascara by Melanie. Mascara or Makeup Made Simple by Mascara or whatever. You do not want to lead with mascara. So it shouldn't be in your name, and it also shouldn't be in your bio. You guys, I wish I had a screenshot of what my bio looked like when I first started this 2 years ago. I would be embarrassed if I even knew. I don't even remember all what it said, but in a nutshell, it probably said that, something like that. Melanie's Mascara, artist number, X, Y, and Z, website, mascarabeauty.com/Melanie Astill. If you want a color match, DM me for a color match, join my team, watch me or regret it or whatever. I don't know. It just was mascara throwing up in their face. And my pictures, I've never been too much on posting graphics, but you bet my first 6 months, 9 months to a year, I posted nothing but mascara. Mostly was my face, but I'm telling you, it was me I did videos, I did tutorials, but I led with my highlight and contour colors are this, and this. Do you want to know your colors? Send me a message. Why aren't you trying this makeup yet? This is the most amazing makeup ever. Same thing over and over again. Mistake. So if you need to go clean up your social media, even if you've been doing this for a year and a half, if your social media is Mascara by Stephanie or whoever, if your bio says artist number, whatever, join my team, shop my products, I promise you that might get you a little bit of success. It might get you a few sales, but I promise you, if you do not lead with Mascara Beauty, your potential is exponentially higher. People do not want to be sold. People do not want to come to your page feeling like your objective is to sell them a product or to make money. They want to get to know you. So what do you put there, Sierra? What your social media should be led with is you. Who are you as a person? And I know like so many of you are watching thinking or will watch this and say, well, I have nothing to offer the world. If I'm not a mascara artist, like what do I put? Mom of 3? I promise you, you guys, there are thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands and millions of women in this world that are on social media that are lonely, sad, depressed, have anxiety. They're reaching out, they're looking for connection and they're looking for friendship. So they don't want to know that you sell a product. They want to know that you're a real person. And like right now, mine says my bio says the things that who I am. They say I'm a wife and I'm a mom, and like just like little quirks about you. Like I grew up in a small, teeny, little, almost non-existent town. I love country music. I love 90s country. I mean, that's a surprise to people considering I have my head shaved and my hair is in a mohawk and I wear a lot of makeup. And I'm a little bit like opinionated or sassy or whatever. So knowing that like Reba McEntire is my jam and that I drink a jar of pickle juice a day, I know that sounds so dumb, but that is what makes me different. And that's what people have connected to me. I can't tell you how many pickle memes or pickle recipes or pickle bouquets I get a day from other people tagging me in them, because they've made that connection with me. It's just a funny quirk about me so that's in my bio. I mean, you wouldn't mind, not to say you should hide the fact that you love this company and you love this brand and you love this makeup. Mascara is definitely one of the things in my list of quirks or qualities in my bio. It's just not what I am leading with. It is not what I want to present to the world. I want to present who I am, what my brand is, what I'm passionate about, way before the fact that I want you to buy the makeup that I love. Okay, so moving on to do not post graphics or like other artists' content. And I feel really, really strongly about this, and some people feel really strongly the other way, but I'm gonna tell you in a nutshell, I do not post graphics ever for any reason, whether they were made by corporate. We have beautiful graphics and I love them, and I utilize them. You just will not find them in my feed. And you want to know why? It's because that's not attracting my audience. That's not attracting my tribe. That's not providing value to my audience. And you just need to think of it as the same thing as when you open your mailbox, you go to your mail and you get a bunch of ads, right? You're like, garbage, I saw this last week. I see this on TV. I see this on Pinterest. I see this everywhere. Like, I don't even care what it is. I don't want to know what it is. And you're not saying those things to yourself, but like internally, that's what we do. We just trash them, right? But if someone, even if it was a salesman, even if it was like an annoying salesman, the Avon calling, knocked on your door and said, I have the most awesome product. I don't know why, but I just wanted to stop and show you. And this is like an extreme case, wouldn't happen. But I'm just saying, if your Avon lady dropped off on your door, didn't knock, didn't talk to you, but put a brochure in your mailbox or at your door, or she knocked on your door or sent you a text message or called you and said, would you like, you know, the vacuum people that want to come give you a demonstration. Yeah, you might be like, no, I'm not interested. But then they come and they vacuum your dang floors and they show you all the crap they just got out of your floor after you vacuum with your old vacuum, or they show you an amazing skincare or whatever. You're way more apt to listen to them, to even maybe buy that product because they made a connection with you. They didn't just throw junk in your mailbox or at your door. So, okay, so see, I knew this would get so many questions, and I promise you I'm going to try and get to them, but I never ever post graphics, and I never ever post other artists' work. I rarely even post, like in my main feed. I do in my stories, so there's a big difference in your feed and your stories. In my feed, I never post graphics ever for any reason. Another reason why I don't is because, like I said, they can find those exact same graphics on the website, on Pinterest, on hundreds and hundreds of other artists' pages. It's regurgitated content that is meaningless. It's not giving them any warm and fuzzies. It's not giving them education or inspiration. It's you saying, buy my product. Hi, look at this pretty graphic. Look at these pretty eyeshadows. It's doing absolutely nothing. And I would honestly say, I would advise you you're better off to not post anything than to post a graphic. Hands down. I would rather skip a day of posting like, oh, I don't have anything to post today. Maybe I'll just post a picture of the new eyeshadows. No, it's going to turn the people that maybe were following you, that would have kept following you until the next day when you actually posted a picture of the eyeshadows on your face. They probably would have left and unfollowed you or blocked you or hid your posts because you just posted another graphic, another picture of makeup that they can find on a million other websites. So there is that. I post before and afters of myself for sure. I post like my own clients before and afters once in a while, but for the most part, that's what my stories are for. And even other artists, we were surrounded by amazing, talented, awesome artists that do killer makeovers, and you want to share them because they sell the product, right? But I would rather share them in my stories, and I do. It's not to say I don't do this. And even graphics, once in a blue moon, I will post a graphic to announce the new blue eyeshadows, and then I'll follow up with a post of me wearing the new blue eyeshadows, or vice versa. Like, this is the new color denim. Check it out. It's awesome. I love this blue color. And then like maybe like to show that it comes in one palette. You can put 4 colors in one palette, and there's a really pretty picture of a graphic. But that's in my stories, and it's connected with it. They're making a connection with me at the same time. Or if I have a lot of people ask me about rosacea or mature skin or how milk does with whatever it is, I will answer that and I will post that in my stories, because stories is so awesome and sometimes even more important than your main feed. But I just feel like there's a time and a place. Your feed should be you. It should be your brand and how, like, their connection to you and you only, whether that's hair, makeup, weight loss, recipes. You're a book reader, you're an exerciser, you're a mom of 5, you're a homeschooler, you suffer with anxiety and depression, you suffer with infertility, you suffer from like loss of a loved one, like you had a parent pass away or a child pass away. So it's not all like roses and butterflies, for sure. I don't think that, but you just want your social media. I wrote them down so that I didn't forget, but your social media should bring value to your audience, and you should ask yourself every single time you post. I honestly do. And not to say that all my posts are giving some amazing value to my customers or to my audience, because sometimes I'm like, oh, that was such a dumb post. Why did I do that? I just did it because I didn't have anything else to talk about. But I really try to ask myself, what is this giving, doing, or providing for my audience? It should educate, it should inspire, it should bring happiness, it should bring relatability, so if it's a struggle, if it's an anxiety, depression, an infertility, loss of a loved one, whatever it is. So if you struggle with whatever, people also want to know you're human. You don't have perfect skin. You suffer with acne. You suffer with postpartum depression. So they want to be able to relate with you. And then how are we going to turn it into a positive? So not a want, Debbie Downer, my life sucks, but just that you have suffered with an eating disorder, or you've suffered with whatever, and this is what you're doing to help yourself, or what you've found has helped so-and-so. So you hope it will help or inspire you and your audience as well. So education, inspiration, happiness, relatable, or solutions. So maybe you're, Susie Homemaker, and I have a girl on my team that is the cleanest, most organized, like decoration. She does it all on a budget, and she's awesome and amazing. And I've been telling her forever that that's what she needs to share with the world. And she's been implementing it a little bit more and more all the time. And I'm like, that is genius, like life hacks. So you are all talented. You all are amazing, and you all have value to bring to women all over the world. You guys, I used to be so caught up in my number on social media. Like, oh, my number is stagnant. I'm not going anywhere. I've been at however many, followers for this long, and my number would like kind of fluctuate. It would go up a little and then it would go down a little. And this is what my mood would do. Like, I'm not kidding you. I lived and died, and I thought my success or my failure was based on that number. And it, like, as I've grown over the last 2 years, as my business has changed over the last 2 years, I've realized that I want to lose. I wouldn't say happy, but I'm almost like content as I am with losing followers as I am with gaining followers. And that's because they weren't doing anything. They weren't going to do anything for my business or my life or whatever, for my personal growth or my sales or my potential artists or whatever it is. They weren't doing anything. So why was I so caught up on this, having this number of followers? And if you guys follow my social media, you're going to be like, well, that's because you have a lot of followers. But I didn't, and I haven't, and I promise you, I started from ground zero 2 years ago, and my social media has only grown in the last few months. I promise you. So I did it all wrong initially, and I had no followers for a year and a half. It's only been in the last few months that I actually have my social media starting to finally like gain traction. But I am still like, I get negative comments on my social media. I get comments in my inbox like, why do you have your hair like that? Why do you do your makeup like that? And I'm like, see you later. Like, I'm welcoming to the unfollows as much as I am to the people that want to follow me, because they weren't doing anything for me positive in any aspect of my life anyway. So I love this quote. This is a quote that you should write down, that you should think about, that you should read every day, because this is such a good quote, and a quote that I saw a long time ago, and it really stuck with me. And it is, the goal is to not be successful. The goal is to be valuable. Once you're valuable, instead of chasing success, it will attract itself to you. And that is like, that's like my mantra. That is like my testimony to success, period, in any like aspect of your life. I feel like I was chasing success so much in the first year plus of this business, like slaved away, cared so much about followers and negative comments and rude comments and people unfollowing me and people that didn't love the makeup, color matches I got wrong. Like, I like had anxiety and stress over it, and it was what I thought about when I went to bed and what I thought about when I woke up. I really wanted this to be a success, and I like have come to know 2 years later that if I become valuable to my audience, and not necessarily valuable in how I do my makeup or the type of makeup I wear or how I wear my hair or do my hair, but just valuable as a person, and make connections with people, the success will come later on. So I wish I really would have known that 2 years ago. I would have approached my parties, my makeovers, my one-on-ones, my online tutorials so much differently than I did. And I wouldn't have let it get to me like I did, because I'm telling you, now I know that if I go to a party or I do a one-on-one makeover and they don't like it, that's okay. That doesn't mean that that it wasn't a success. That just means that I'm planting seeds, that I'm putting little nuggets of of inspiration or education or those things that I was talking about out to the world. Like, I've done parties, you guys, where I was like, this is going to be such an awesome party. The host is so into it. And I go and do 10 makeovers and no one buys. I do not leave, or like a vendor event or whatever it is that you're doing. I do not base my success on the number of sales that I get immediately. I just know that I planted seeds, and that I would say like a good percentage of the time, all of those people will come back and buy mascara from me, or at least they follow my social media. And some of them have even been like, it's so crazy that I wasn't sure about this makeup, or I wasn't sure about joining as an artist for the first 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, of knowing you or of trying the makeup or of following you. And now, like, look at where I am. So I promise, if you could see your future in this business and what it's going to end up for you, you wouldn't let those little negatives be negatives. Okay. So build your brand. People want you. They want to connect with you and not with the makeup that you're selling, the hair products that you put in your hair, the tools that you wear or that you use on your hair, or the, you know, recipes, or the whatever it is. They just want to connect with you, and the success and the monetary gain will come. I promise you it will come. Okay. I feel like I'm almost done, but I feel like I wanted to quickly give you like a little, for those that are hanging on for this last little bit. Kara talked about a few, like even like a month or more ago, she talked about how business and losing weight are kind of one and the same. And I'm going to tell you, kind of reiterate that and just tell you how being successful is the same as like losing weight or a farmer that plants crops. And you've probably heard this type of stuff before, but these are the things I really wish I would have known when I first started. And it will be slow. It will be, for any successful weight loss or crops that you're planting, it's a slow progress. It's a slow process. You will not lose weight the first time you know, go to the gym, or the first week of eating healthy. Most people won't. You won't get any sales for the first 3 months of your business. You know, a farmer does not even see anything from his crops, from the seeds that he planted, for a long, long time. He has to, yeah, exactly, Lisa, slow and steady. So it's hard work and it takes consistency. So same thing, like with losing weight and with being successful and from building a crop full of corn, a farmer cannot decide, oh, I want to, you know, water my plants. I don't feel like it today. Or I'll overwater them today, and I think that'll make up for me not watering it for the last 6 weeks. Or same with like sunshine, same with going to the gym. I want a crash diet. Like I thought I would have lost, you know, 15 pounds by now, and I haven't, so I'm just going to starve myself this week and go to the gym 3 hours a day. It seriously does not work. It's same with your business. You have to be consistent even when the results are not immediate. Even if that party or that makeover wasn't a success, even if you had someone return something, they didn't get the right colors, they didn't like the makeup, they had a reaction to it, whatever it is, you have to be consistent and you have to keep going. Weight loss, farming, or a business, no one else is going to notice initially, right? You may have even lost 3 pounds in the first, you know, few weeks of your weight loss, or underneath that ground, roots are forming for that farmer's crops, but no one knows. No one sees it. No one notices. You may not even notice that 3 pound weight loss, and you're just like, oh, I've been working so hard. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just going to give up. Or a farmer's like, you know, this should have blossomed by now and it hasn't, so I forget it. I'm just going to walk away from it. But yet his neighbor across the way is consistent at watering those crops and making sure they have sunshine and the right amounts of nutrients and soil and all the things. And he is patient and he's consistent, and for that he will flourish and his crops will flourish. So you just have to look at it like that. And you guys, it is so, I get it. In all of these aspects, in losing weight, in business, and in planting crops as a farmer, my parents are farmers. I'm a farmer's daughter, and I know it's like the most brutal industry ever. But I know that it would be easier for my dad to just sit home. Like if his, you know, plows are broken or the pivot's not working or whatever, it's easier and it's more comfortable to just sit down in the dirt and look around, right? It's easier to eat whatever it is that you love. Eat the Twinkies or eat the fries or not go to the gym. It's easier in that moment to not do a makeover. Oh, I don't feel like doing my live today. I don't feel like learning the back office or practicing or whatever. But your crops aren't growing. You're still overweight, uncomfortable, and unhealthy, and your business still isn't going anywhere. Like I said, your neighbor's crops are flourishing. your friend that just lost, like, you think lost 50 pounds overnight. How did you do that? I just saw you yesterday and you just lost 50 pounds overnight. And they're like, no, I didn't. I have been slaving away at this for months and months and months. I have not missed a day at the gym. I've cut out all carbs and sugar. You know, you guys get my point with that, right? So while other people are doing the hard work, while that farmer is diligent in his care of his crops, you know, the other farmer might be starving. Their crops are dry and their, you know, family's going hungry, or their animals are going hungry, or you know what I mean? But the facts of the matter are, anyone can do it. And it's so easy to look at someone's success with mascara, look at the top 10 people, or look at, you know, someone that did lose weight, or you just look at someone that's skinny and fit and you're just like, yeah, but she's always been skinny and fit. Like, it's easy for her. Or she started her social media with a blog or whatever, so she had a platform, so it's easy for her, right? Yeah, you guys, or yeah, someone's grass is so green and you're just like, well, I can't do it. Like, I don't have, but anyone can do it. They all started somewhere. And if you look at the top 10 people in mascara, most of them started from ground zero. Most of them, yeah, there are a couple of people in the top 10 that may have had things that they built before that was hard work they slaved at in building blogs and building their social media. You didn't see that they slaved away for years and years and years to get to where they were at when they started mascara. But even so, the majority of the artists, the top artists in this company, started at ground zero. They built what they've built with their audience, with their social media, with their customer base, with the artists on their team from ground zero, not knowing anything, not having training or an upline or a map or a guide. And I promise you, I went into this saying someone is going to do it. Someone's going to be successful. Why not me? And I think that every day. Like, if anybody can do it, I can do it, you can do it. Anybody and everybody has the capabilities, the skill set, the, you know, education. You have it provided to you and within you to be as successful at this as you want to be. Okay. You guys, the last things I'm going to say is about your upline, and it kind of goes along with what I was just saying about you're your own motivation. That's one thing I didn't realize so much when I first started, was this is the most self-motivating business ever, okay? It's up to you. It's up to you, and your success and your failure is completely on your shoulders. So, but I'm going to tell you really quickly what I feel like is your responsibility and what is your upline's responsibility. Oh yeah, and I just said, like, you can't, going back to the losing weight, the farmer, the business success, you cannot lose weight by eating healthy every once in a while or going to the gym, you know, a couple of times a month. Like, yeah, you might lose a couple of pounds, but then you'll gain a couple, lose a couple. You're getting nowhere. You're staying stagnant. And same with a farmer that, you know, waters his crops once in a while, uses mediocre soil, and is expecting to get these flourishing, whatever it is, like his neighbor did that really, like, spent, you know, time and effort into using the best of the best and the time that it takes to see those crops flourish. So be consistent no matter who's noticing, no matter who's watching, no matter who's acknowledging it. You just have to be your own self-motivator and know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be as successful as I could imagine, could want to be, and it will happen. Assume the success. See yourself there, envision your future, and it will happen. Okay, so lastly, expectations for yourself as opposed to expectations for your upline. So your upline, and not for everybody, maybe your upline's brand new too and you both signed up on day one. So again, take this as a grain of salt, but your upline probably has an upline and they probably have an upline. So when I say your upline, I mean your mentor, your inspiration, the person that you're looking to build your business after. Okay, so your upline should be showing up. I show up every day in some way, shape, or form every day, even if that's just that I take 10 minutes and read or listen to a podcast that inspires me. That doesn't mean I post on social media or do lives every day or sell makeup every day, but I show up every day. So someone that is inspiring you, your upline or your mentor, should be showing up. They should be sharing their do's and don'ts, their mistakes that they've made, and the things that they've done that's been successful. And they should be sharing how they have gotten the results that they have gotten in their success. Your upline should be providing you with the education that is out there. So they should be adding you to this group or to the Mascara corporate page. They should be telling you about Ask and what to expect from Ask and what not to expect from Ask, so that you're not walking all over our customer service team and taking advantage of them when there's much better things for our customer service team to be dealing with than just like your monotonous questions over and over that you could be getting the answer somewhere else. So your upline or your mentor should be your resource to stuff like that. They should be giving you resources, information, and training. They should be helping you with color matching until you feel comfortable. Unless your comfortable is 6 months and no makeovers in, and then I'm saying, see you later. Like, you're out of the nest. You got to figure it out on your own. I'm not going to baby you forever. I'm not going to keep color matching your people for you. It's time, like, you know, just like your kids, you're going to baby them for a little while, and then you're going to get a little more stern, and you're going to give them what they need, provide them to be successful adults, and then eventually you're not going to enable them anymore. So if you need help with color matching, you want reassurance, go to your upline, go to your mentor, and even my upline that I signed up under, we still chat back and forth about color matching, and we're 2 years in. So go to them for help and for color matching, but know that a good upline eventually is going to say, what do you think? What would you put on this face? What would you do for her redness, and vice versa, or whatever. And then eventually they're going to say, I'm not telling you anymore. If you want to know color matching, you better figure it out on your own. A mentor or an upline will help you, like with your first party, whether it's online or whether it's a Facebook party or an in-person party. They're gonna help tell you, like, again, the do's and don'ts, what they found to be successful for themselves or their other girls, what products that they've used, what giveaways they've done that have been flops or failures or games or whatever. So again, they're just sharing with you the knowledge that they have gained over their experience as an artist. Okay, and now to tell you what I feel like is your responsibility as a new artist or as an artist that maybe hasn't gained traction yet. Be self-motivated. Talk to your upline. Your upline can't read your mind. They don't know when you're struggling. They're not gonna call you every day or text you every day. How's it going? How'd your party go? How are you feeling? Did you do this? Did you do that? No, you need to check in with your upline. You need to open the lines of communication. And if you see them as a success and you value what they're doing, then you need to make a connection within. Again, this business is all about connections. Okay, so immerse yourself in education. Read and watch any and all trainings that you find valuable, that you feel like are gonna help you learn or be successful. Start practicing ASAP before you even get your kit. Know who are gonna be your first 10 makeovers. So makeovers. Okay, this is another one that can sound offensive and rude, but I don't mean it that way. This one is retain information. Figure it out yourself a little bit. So when I say retain information, if you've asked me how to create a party or how to close out a party, how to retain or like host rewards, how to cash out host rewards, and I've told you 3 times, the 4th time I'm gonna say, I'm not telling you. Same with like color matching. You can figure it out. I have babied you enough. If you say, where is the graphic of highlights? You know, that we have graphics that have all the most recent highlights. Does anyone have the graphic for highlights? And if you've asked me 3 times, I'm gonna say, I sent that to you 3 times. Now you have to figure out on your own. So when I say retain information, I'm just saying, like, take responsibility for yourself, and don't expect someone to do it for you or find the answer for you every single time, because eventually you're gonna get kicked out of my nest anyway. Maybe your upline will baby you forever, but you will not find the success that you want if you rely on someone else forever anyway. So for you and yourself, you should want to be able to figure it out on your own. Find your method. So just like I said, just because this is my method, this is what's worked for me, doesn't necessarily mean that's what is going to work for you. So find your method. Don't rely on someone else to answer the same questions over and over. So that could mean that you have like albums in your photos that have, you know, highlight and contours, or color matching graphics, or eyeshadow graphics, or whatever it is. You have a method of how, because I understand that some people don't retain information the same as other people, right? Then figure out what you need to do to retain the information that you need for this business, so that you're not relying on someone else to always hand it to you. For me, like I said, I have my albums on my phone are broken down into subjects. Depending, so like I'm not sifting through tons of selfies of me to find the graphic for the blushes, or to find an eyeshadow graphic or something that a customer is asking for, or that another artist is asking for. So just find a method that's going to work for you so that you are self-reliant. Trial and error. If you don't know the answer to things, especially technical, like back office things, just try. Like, just go. Do not sit there like a bump on a log and say, I don't know how to create a party, so I'm just not going to do it. I don't know how to, you know, cash out the host rewards for this particular customer, so I don't know, I'm just going to tell her my upline won't help me. I don't know how to give you your host rewards because I can't get an. Just try. Don't email ask about it. Don't, if you are not getting an immediate answer from your upline, don't just try. Just go in there and practice. I promise you, trial and error is how, for sure, the top 5 people in this company, absolutely, they're trailblazers. They're the originals from the beginning. They figured it out on their own solely. Like, they went through the website change, through all the trials and errors, and they are still on top. So I promise, if they can do it, you can do it. Okay, there's not one way to run your business. You just figure out what works for you. If you find successful people, whether they're your direct upline or whether they're with a different company even. Like, I follow successful people from all different companies, and all different, not even makeup companies, but just all different entrepreneur type people, and I try to get bits of nuggets of wisdom from them and infiltrate them, implicate them into my business. So find successful people in all aspects of your life, and like, try to follow in their footsteps. They can, so can you. Okay, so yeah, like, look at what top leaders do. What do winners do? And do that. So again, go look at the top 10 people in this company, and they're not posting graphics. I mean, not to say none of them ever do. They probably do, but very rarely, if ever, are the top sellers, the top like recruiters, whatever. They're not posting graphics. Their bios don't say watch me or join me or watch me. They don't say buy my product, it's the best in the world. I promise you, look at what successful winning people are doing and do that. Okay, stay consistent and envision the future. Your upline or your team of women can be an amazing asset to you. So not to say that you shouldn't be relying on them, but I have had so many people come to me and say, I really want to join Mascara. I think it's awesome, but I did some other company, some other network marketing, and my upline was terrible. She didn't help me. Like, I wasn't successful because I had a crappy upline. No, I do not believe that for a second. And that kind of person that approaches me with that, I'm like, don't want you on my team. I am not going to baby you. What I do for you is not going to get you successful, and it's not going to be at your detriment either. So your upline can be an amazing asset, hopefully is an amazing asset, hopefully is there for you, inspires you, educates you, is a positive aspect in your life, becomes one of your lifelong friends, but they will not determine your success or your failure in this business, in any business. It is completely up to you. I saw a quote the other day that success is a decision. I've never thought of it like that, and I know that everybody has certain circumstances that come throughout their business, throughout their lives, whatever they're trying to be successful at, whether it's business or weight loss or overcoming, addiction or mental illness or family issues or whatever it is that you're wanting to be successful at, being a writer or an artist or whatever. But really and truly, success is a decision. And what it is it's actually an accumulation of tons and tons of really small little decisions that you make every single day. So I don't know how the quote goes exactly, but they say like the key to your success is in the little tiny decisions that you make every single day. Just change up, tweak your daily choices, your daily actions just a little bit, and it will make the biggest impact on your future. And I truly believe that success is a decision, or lots of little tiny decisions every single day, and so is failure. And also what I wanted to say is that the top people in this business, in pretty much any company that you want to go research, they are not any better than you. They're not like in this company, they're not, yeah, we have some cosmetologists. We have some people that have some background in the beauty industry. You guys, I just got a phone call. That means I should get off. Okay. So anyway, I just mean that anyone, literally anyone can do this. Anyone can be successful, and you don't have to be any certain special someone successful or good or a pro at anything to be a pro and a success as a mascara makeup artist. So do what winners do, and don't do what hasn't worked for you so far. If you've been doing the same thing over and over and you haven't really gained traction or gotten anywhere, change it up. Do something different. If you see even your upline, even the person that signed up under you, they're doing things that you're like, ugh, she's doing that and it's not really getting her anywhere or whatever, or she hasn't gained much traction. Maybe I should do things different. Maybe I should find someone else to look towards for my inspiration or my mentor, even though technically someone else is your upline. I promise you, success will come. You just have to be consistent and keep planting those seeds, watering those crops, and doing it every single day, no matter what, no matter who's watching, who's listening, who acts like they care. And you would be surprised also at how many people are watching you, listening to you, are interested in you and what you have to offer, even though they're not commenting, they're not messaging you, they're not buying your product yet. Keep going, and you'll be surprised that people will say, I've been watching you for 3 months. I've been wanting to try this makeup, or I've been wanting to be an artist under your, on your team for so long, and I just didn't dare say anything. But here I am, now I'm ready. And you're like, boom, I just got the most successful artist on my team, or I just got a customer that absolutely loves this makeup, that is spreading the word and telling all of her friends, or whatever it is. So silent viewers always come around. Cassidy, I could not have said it better myself. Silent viewers always come around. So do not view your cricket, quiet, silent, nobody's asking questions, nobody's talking on your lives or commenting on your pictures. I promise you, they're watching, they're listening, they always come around. Thank you guys for watching so much. I ramble on, but I hope you got some nuggets of information and inspiration out of that. Let me know if you have any questions. I know there were people asking what my particular Instagram is. My Instagram name is Healthy Happy Wife Life on Instagram. Melanie Astill on Facebook, but on Instagram, Healthy Happy Wife Life. Thank you for watching. Someone else asked what my colors were. I have white peach on. I have mango on my dark circles. I have Astoria contour. Today I have Glamazing illuminator on. You're welcome. Oh, I ramble. It's never short. I just gotta stop even thinking it's ever gonna be. It's not. Okay, have a good night, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.